Hello fellow makers and welcome back to 3D printed soup. Now last week I built and did some test prints on my new Bambu Labs A1 and I absolutely loved it. It printed fast, it printed accurately, and yeah, it was a very competent piece of machinery and I really enjoyed using it. What I didn't get around to doing was using the AMS. What is an AMS, you may ask? Well, it's an automating materials system. It's that thing with the four reels attached to it on the right hand side of the printer. What this means is you can have one of these attached to the printer. In fact, you can have up to 4 of them, so that's 16 reels going at the same time, and it means you can print multiple different colors and materials in one print, which is an incredible thing you can do. It means that if you design some G code or 3D printing files, whatever code you prefer to use, with different colors in it, you can then print them in those colors, meaning you don't have to paint it later, you don't have to stick it together. It all prints in one cohesive print and it has whatever colors you want in there, which is an absolute game changer. I mean, you can do anything as basic as you can 3D print a picture in 2D and it prints out beautifully with all the right colors in all the right places. You can print out statues or figurines with sections of them in different colors so that you can basically make these things without having to paint them later. You can even do translucent filament on this and make colors that basically blur into each other, and you can show different shades of the color as the print goes on. The absolute possibilities are endless and I'm so looking forward to trying this thing out. So I downloaded a few files from Bambu Labs' own little walled garden, which is their app store. You can either pay for some and some of the files are free. You just pass them across from your phone or from your computer straight to the Bambu Labs A1, and it tells the AMS to basically start extruding all the different colors at all different times, and yeah, you can print in multicolors. So yeah, we're going to go on and test this, see if it's as good as I think it's going to be, and yeah, we'll give my opinions later on. Before I do that, however, thanks to everyone who's liked to subscribe. There's tons of you now. If you haven't subscribed, now's the best time. Drag the cursor down, click the subscribe button, and you are now a reel on the AMS system, which is 3D printed soup. Basically, I'm going to squeeze you all down and make you into one beautiful picture. There's an image for you. Now, let's get on and review this thing and see if it is as cool as I think it's going to be. Let's give this a try. And here we are in Bambu Labs' own online files. And yeah, this is their little app which lets you go through all of their available 3D printing files. Some of them are multicolored, some of them are not. And we'll have a quick look at some of the multicolored ones. So let's do a quick search. Let's do, what's this, Star Wars. Let's have a look and see what they've got. And yeah, here we go. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of wonderful 3D files. And here's a good one, as a Star Wars coaster. So let's do something simple. That's 3 different colours, black, white and green. Some good reviews of this one, so we jump into it. Choose the AMS version, which is the one which lets you print in 3 different colours. You'll see there's black, green and white available there. Jump to the next one. Scoot down a bit, and here we are. We have got the filaments available. So yeah, I have got a black one, I have got a green one, and I have got a white one. So yeah, we just click start printing. It downloads it and sends it across the printer. And with the printer activated, it starts off printing the first color, which in this case is black. And that's going to be the outline of the Stormtrooper's helmet. Then it moves on to green, which is the writing on the outside and the edge of the coaster. You'll notice it prints it backwards because it's printing it upside down. It then does white for the lettering. And when it's finished that first layer, it will then go and reprint and reprint and reprint. And just slowly this thing will get thicker and thicker and thicker. And eventually it will turn into the coaster it's going to be. As you can see here, it's all backwards because it's been flipped upside down. Then it prints the base on top of it. But say it's printing it flat, so it comes out nice and flat. And then finishes it up with a nice white base. You'll see it here, it's just running slowly off the AMS system, just happily feeding it different colours as they are required for the print. And yeah, it looks like a mental octopus, but yeah, it is absolutely cool. Next thing I'm trying is what everyone should try first, and that is some additions to the printer. In this case, the Bambu Labs toolkit that came with this came in a crappy brown cardboard box, which is fine for the environment, but not particularly good if you want to keep it. Luckily, they've got a lovely case that goes over the tools, and you can basically transplant them straight from the cardboard box into this wonderful case, and it's got a really lovely Bambu Labs image on top. I mean, look at that. It's crisp, it's clear, it's absolutely great. And yep, we just switch colours here, and we move on. Lots and lots and lots of wasted material though, so we're going to go into that later on in another video. Next, I thought I'd do myself a little Orky style keyring, which is really, really quick and easy print. And then I thought I'd try some art. So here is a coaster for the musical and upcoming film Wicked. My wife loves that musical, so I thought I'd print her a lovely coaster for her brand new desk and her brand new office. And yeah, it's light, it's functional, and it means it doesn't get soggy when you put your tea on it, because it's made out of PLA. So yeah, amazing. So what have we printed so far? Well, the very basic ones, we have got this wonderful Star Wars coffee coaster. It's about 5mm wide. It printed off this lovely sleek finish on top. You notice there is no layer here. This is all printed off as one layer, so it's all mixed in together. That you can't see any kind, there's no, even if you flex it, there's no cracks, there's no deficiencies. That is one flat beautiful layer, and all the colours have merged into one, and that is an amazing thing. Stuck a bit of foam on the back to make it into a proper coaster, but it's that is an incredible example of basically 2D on there, which is great. I then moved on to something more complicated, which is another coaster, surprisingly. But yeah, this one, I mean, the level of detail, I mean, look at that dot, which is actually a witch. It's, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Keyring, same thing with this. This one, though, the layers on top are slightly more pronounced. So yeah, the face is actually meant to stand out and be a couple of millimeters higher than the face of the keyring, and that looks absolutely great. I love that. Lovely sort of comical orc. Then I went on and did this brilliant Bambu Labs tool case. Basically, this inner section here comes out, goes inside it, and replaces the cheap cardboard one which they give you, which is great for recycling, as I say, but I wanted this to last a bit longer, so prints a very, very smooth case. And as I say, there's no layer lines here. This is smooth as anything. It's absolutely brilliantly competent printer. Yeah, it's probably my best printer I've ever owned, actually. This is makes all the other printers look a little half-assed compared to this. This is a very, very competent printer. And then finally, just like a bit more advanced, this one printed, but it printed the second colour on top of the first one, so there's a layer of almost 3D on it. It's printed into the white, but it's actually embossed on top, and then it printed out the frame as well. It all clipped in together like that. It's made this lovely piece of retro gaming art, which just looks absolutely great. It looks like someone's actually sort of stenciled on this. It's the level of 3D to it is absolutely amazing. So yeah, this is brilliant. I'm loving this so far. Nothing particularly complicated printed out here. This is all 2D stuff. Next week, I'm going to do a load of statues, a load of miniatures, and a load of more complicated 3D prints. I've also ordered myself some of the translucent PLA, which means that I can print out in sort of shades and have them washed into each other. It looks like it's going to be incredible. It's called Hue Forge, I think the stuff called, and it looks absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, for the basics, details great, crisp. You wouldn't know that it basically wasn't printed on there. It's just, it's one layer. And yeah, very, very, very impressed with this. Stay tuned for next week where we try out something a bit more complicated. Thanks for watching 3D Printed Soup. Stay happy and safe. keep printing.